The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe. This is the United Podcast Network.
Welcome to Conor Commentary, a hilarious take on news, politics, sports, and current events. It's time to buckle up. Here's Conor.
All right, and we are back, guys, and I am here in my very nice attire again. I wear a shirt and tie on the show a decent amount, huh? Ben's nodding his head saying yes. I do it for the audience. I do it for you guys. Ben's coming up today. Look at him. He's excited. It's been a while since we've seen Ben. He wants to make an appearance. He thinks everyone should see him. Boston Heartthrob Part 2.
That's not true. Nobody wants to see me, and I know it. I know it for a fact.
Boston Heartthrob, it's between you and Gunnar Olszewski. How do you say his last name?
Olszewski.
Olszewski, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
All right, Olszewski. That sounds too easy for what his name actually looks like. It's like O-Z-L-E whatever.
Yeah.
But it's Olszewski. All right. I'll take your word for it. You're a media guy.
Yeah, I'm one of those douchebags.
You have to get it right, I know. You don't like the media, right?
No.
No, yeah.
No, and I'm in it. I get paid to be it.
Did you have negative things to say about the 45-0 win?
I haven't been on since. Yeah, we're on before these games.
Touché.
So, I'm on Saturday mornings, and so I haven't said anything about the game yet.
Because I've seen negative things even after a 45-0 win.
Let me guess. Felger and Mass?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It all blends together. They're the real popular ones, right? Felger and Maz?
Yeah. They have the best ratings in town.
They like the people that have like the best ratings in the country or whatever?
They probably have the best ratings in the country for a...
okay. So it's them that I'm thinking of then.
For an afternoon drive sports radio.
I know the people that I'm thinking of are like astronomically big.
Yeah.
It has to be those two then.
Probably.
Isn't there a third person on their show?
Jim Murray.
Jim Murray, okay. Who's the guy Bertrand? He's not on their show?
He used to be, Jim Murray serves the same role that Bertrand used to be. Now Bertrand's doing Middays with Zolak.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So do they have three people? Is that normal? Or is it
all their shows have three people.
Three people, really?
Yeah, so the morning show is Toucher and Rich, and then John Wallach.
Okay.
The midday show is Bertrand and Zoe with Hardy.
Why does the third person always get left out there?
Of the name?
Yeah. It's just a two-person show, but there's a third person on it? Or are they more behind the scenes?
Kind of interchangeable.
Yeah.
So if you think about Toucher and Rich, that was a show that existed before the Sports Hub even existed.
Right.
And so why are you going to mess with that? And you're not really giving equal billing to the third guy.
Right.
Same thing with the midday show. Hardy was there in that slot before Bertrand got into that slot, but he's the third guy. He's the update guy and the chime in when we need you kind of guy. And so that's why they always get left out.
Touché.
Plus, that spot kind of rotates. I mean, for those two shows in particular, it hasn't.
Yep.
But it typically kind of rotates out every couple of years, it seems like.
That third person
wants typically why they wouldn't do it.
That third person wants to get into one of the names. They want to become one of the second people.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that the main goal of that person, the third person?
Probably to host their own show.
Host their own show.
Or
touché.
to keep their head down and continue to make some money.
Yeah.
Not make any waves.
Right, that too.
Yeah.
Do you have a third person?
No.
No, it's just you and what's the guy's name again?
Mark Dondero.
Mark Dondero.
We have our producer chat from time to time, but he's a fucking moron.
Hopefully he's not listening.
No,
or if you told him this to his face
I tell him
already.
straight to his face.
Every week.
Yeah. His name's Devin. He's a fucking idiot. But I like him a lot. He's fun. And when you start giving him shit, he'll start to give it back to it took him a while to give it back, but once he started giving it back, I was like, all right, good job, man.
That's pretty funny, yeah. At first he just ate it, right?
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people do though at
big
first.
oaf.
Yeah.
It's the hairiest human being I've ever seen in my life.
Is he really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good for him.
It looks like he's constantly wearing a fur coat.
Well, he must stay warm in the winter at least, right?
Oh, well, and he's a big fat guy too, so.
That helps.
Oh, yeah.
Those two things usually go hand in hand for some reason, right?
Yeah.
You don't see very many really hairy, skinny people.
Not that often.
Right?
Robin Williams
or am I making that up?
Insanely hairy.
That's actually very true.
He was insanely hairy.
He was.
And he wasn't a fat guy by any stretch of the imagination.
No, definitely wasn't. Robin Williams was hilarious. What's your favorite Robin Williams movie? Are you a big Robin Williams fan?
I definitely was when I was younger. My favorite Robin Williams movie is not a comedy, though.
Good Will Hunting.
I don't count that as a Robin Williams movie.
No.
And no, I don't like that as much as I like Dead Poets Society.
Dead Poets Society. I forget that movie. I know I've seen it, though. That was one of the movies we watched in school, right?
Possibly.
Yeah, I feel like I watched that in high school.
Yeah.
It was like at like a. It was at like a high school, right?
It was at like a 1950s like boarding school, private high school.
Yep, I saw that.
And he's like the new English teacher.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's your favorite?
It's a really good movie. He's awesome.
I don't remember it at all, but I know that for a fact that I've watched it in high school.
Why? What's your favorite, Robin? Flubber?
No, I don't even remember Flubber. You know what I watched all the time as a kid?
Yeah, what's that?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello!
That was a good movie, right?
Yeah, I like Mrs. Doubtfire.
When I was like 11, I used to watch it all the time. What else was he in? Good Will Hunting was an awesome movie.
Yeah, he won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for that movie.
Anybody from Boston likes Good Will Hunting, right?
Yeah, a lot of them. It's all right.
The kid found the thing. He should have gone to MIT.
How do you like them apples?
How do you like them apples? Yeah.
I got a number. How do you like them apples?
When he sends Affleck in to do all his negotiating for him, pretends to be him.
Yeah.
He talks to all the people.
It was ridiculous.
What year did that movie take place in?
As it was released. I mean, it's supposed to be like mid to late 90s.
Mid to late 90s.
They wrote it in the mid 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. R.I.P. Robin Williams.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah. Too bad.
Fucker killed himself.
I know.
Vic Jordan said, "Can we start with a Christmas song? We can't play songs.
We can't play a Christmas. Ben, do you want to sing?
We can sing it.
You could sing a Christmas song. I don't know, man.
We just went over this the other day with the Ashholes.
Yep.
We did top 5 Christmas movies.
Okay.
So it'll tie in.
Yep.
I'll give you a little acapella.
All right. What do you have?
Did you ever see a Muppet Christmas Carol?
I've never seen it. No.
What?
I've never seen a Muppet Christmas Carol. Is this like a must see? What's it?
Oh my God.
What do you mean? Isn't this like a kids movie where the Muppets are like little puppets on people's hands?
Well, they're not on their hands.
Wasn't that what the Muppets are?
Yeah, you know, Kermit, Miss Piggy.
Yep. When would
Fozzie.
I have watched this though? When I was like 9?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen it.
Oh Jesus.
When I was a kid, I watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What?
Those are terrible.
Excellent.
I hate Rudolph. I hate
Frosty.
Frosty's not a fucking Christmas movie.
Frosty is a Christmas movie.
Bullshit.
I
hate Frosty.
That's the one where they take on the abominable snowman, right?
No, that's Santa Claus is coming to town. Or Rudolph.
Is that
That's
Rudolph? Then Rudolph's the good one. You don't like Rudolph?
It's okay. I'm not a huge fan of those claymation ones.
They take down the abominable snowman. What else was a Christmas one? They play him every year.
I'm Mr. Heat Miser.
Is that the song?
That's from Santa Claus is Coming to Town, I believe. No, but the song I was thinking of was Kermit in A Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yep.
And he's just kind of singing to himself, walking down the street, and after all, there's only one more sleep till Christmas.
You sound just like him.
Yeah.
What is your favorite Christmas song? We'll say that. Let's see.
Favorite Christmas song?
Do you even like Christmas music?
It's okay. I can get into it, but as a kid, I loved it. Like, because it was just the whole thing. It's Christmas time. It's December. You're listening to Christmas music in the car and all that shit. Yeah.
Santa, not Santa. Christmas was the shit when we were kids.
Oh, it was fucking amazing.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. And I grew up in a household where my father's Jewish.
Oh, really?
So we were doing Christmas and Hanukkah.
Yep.
No. If my mom was Jewish, I'd be Jewish.
So, but
my mom's not Jewish.
Your mom's not Jewish?
No, she's Lutheran.
What's Lutheran?
That
means you celebrate Christmas?
It's Christianity. Yeah.
All right.
It's part of Christianity.
All right.
Or a subset of Christianity.
Do you follow any religions? Are you religious? No.
In no way, shape, or form.
I knew it. I knew that.
Not at all.
Going to be religious.
Never. I've never been to, outside of like funerals and weddings, I've never been to church, never been to temple. And I will never.
Never? No?
Nope.
I don't think I will
Not for me at all.
Yeah, it's not my thing either.
I have no problem with faith in terms of believing in God and all that stuff. I don't necessarily do it myself. But I'm not closed off to it either. I'm not one of those people like, God doesn't exist. I'm like, I don't know. And I'm comfortable not knowing.
I'm the same way. Whatever people think, that's great. Yeah.
Ed Sullivan corrected. Heat Misers from The Year Without a Santa Claus. I don't know why I forgot that because we literally talked about it yesterday.
Okay. Ed knows that. You and Ed should go on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
I wrote that down. I'm like, you guys should either go on Jeopardy or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
No, if I ever went on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Ed would be a finalist for my lifeline.
He would have to be the phone friend, right?
Yeah, it would either be Ed, my brother, or my dad.
Yep. I think they give you multiple options, though.
I think you only have one person of who you can call.
Oh, really?
So they have the 3 lifelines. I haven't watched.
Yeah, I haven't watched in a while since Regis filming.
And we'll get back on track in a second. But the 3 lifelines were ask the audience.
Yep. 50-50.
50-50 and call a friend.
Yep.
And I was down the YouTube rabbit hole not that long ago. And I remember watching it live, but I rewatched the clip of that smug little asshole that is like gets the $1 million question.
Oh, yes.
He's like, I'd like to call my dad. He goes, Dad, I don't need your help. I just want to let you know I'm about to win $1 million.
Right. And that guy.
C, final answer.
And that guy didn't use the ask the audience or the 50-50 the whole time, right? He got every single question right.
Yeah.
Which is fucking miraculous because they ask some pretty hard questions, especially as it goes on.
But so my problem with it always was it's multiple choice. And if you can figure out how to use context clues, you can kind of get the answer.
Right.
That was always my issue with that.
That guy's nuts for not using the 50-50 because just in case, he could have at least narrowed it down. Yeah. Even if though he knew the answer.
Yeah.
He still, I don't know, he just knew every single answer.
He knew it. The question was the president that appeared on Laugh-In.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That was the question.
Yeah.
I think the answer was Nixon or something.
Right.
But that's what it was. So, favorite Christmas songs?
Yep.
I think Pat O'Leary has it right. It's not necessarily a song. It's more the performance, the optics of this.
Okay.
When they did the Jingle Bell Time song or whatever it was in Mean Girls, that was dope.
So that's your favorite Christmas song?
Visually.
All right, fair enough.
Anything with prime Lindsay Lohan in it, I'm in.
Lindsay Lohan, man. Is she still a train wreck?
Oh, yeah.
Is she still now? I thought she didn't get like sober. There's so many of those celebrities, dude, who are like, they were like an absolute mess. Then they got sober. Then they're a mess again. So she's still doing the same stuff. Oh, wait, didn't I see recently it's like her parents are still have to be in charge of her estate, or is that Britney Spears?
That was Britney. And her dad, yeah.
Isn't Britney Spears in the straight and narrow, though, now? Or is she off the rocker, too?
I don't know.
No,
I know she's
either.
making bank and doing the Vegas shows.
Is she?
Yeah, she was. I can't imagine she's doing them right now, but...
How much money does that stuff pay?
She was probably pulling in from that like $30 million a year.
Really?
Probably.
What the fuck? What do you do at a Vegas? What does the Vegas shows do?
You do a residency, so you basically like you're there every night. You're doing your same show every night. Like Tom Jones did it every night,
right?
2 nights a week, or
is that how Wayne Newton got super rich?
Wayne Newton, yeah,
that's what he did. He just performed in Vegas every night.
Yeah,
because I guess it's always tourists, so there's always people, so you can have a show 6 nights a week, basically.
Yeah, and you can do like 2 a night.
That's fucking nuts. Yeah. So no wonder why they make a ton of money. So if you're a serious celebrity, that's where you want to be. Not even LA. You want to be in Vegas. That's guaranteed. Like sellout shows.
But do you want to?
I mean, do you want to live there? It probably gets tiresome.
Yeah.
I mean, it would probably be fun for a little while, but then you're living in Vegas constantly, doing that every night.
It's fun for a weekend, and then you're like, I want to get the fuck out of this place.
Right? Yeah, you've been to Vegas, right?
Yeah.
I've never been. It
sucks after a couple days.
Yeah, will you go back?
Probably not.
No.
I've been a couple of times. I'm good.
Yeah.
If I'm going to go to that type of thing, I'm going to... Holy shit, Ed just said $500,000 per show guaranteed.
Guaranteed? Oh. Wow. So if they did 2 in one night, they're making $1 million a night.
They probably don't do 2 in one night if they're doing 500 per show. I don't know. I honestly don't know how that one works.
Then if you do 2 shows a week, do you just you only need to work 2 nights out of the year? You really only need to work half of a night.
Dude, I'd do half
Not
a show.
even.
I'd come out and be like, fly me to the moon. All right, next one.
Wasn't DJ Pauly D doing the same thing?
I think he did have a Vegas residency.
He's the one from that show who got super rich.
Yeah, because he's the only one that actually had something going for him.
But Vinny also went out there, too, to do the Chippendales.
What?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Why the fuck would I know that?
That was on one of the shows. You don't watch it? I haven't watched it in a while. You've never watched Jersey Shore?
No.
Really?
I never had any interest ever.
No? You've never seen the show?
Hey, watch these people that are stone's throw away from being brain dead operate. The fuck do I want to watch that for?
That's good quality American television.
That's horrible.
That's what us here in America want to watch. People get drunk, get into fights, and act like assholes.
I want to watch that too, and that's why I just go hang out in Faneuil Hall in Boston. I can see it live.
That's very true.
I don't need to waste an hour of my night watching that shit.
Them going down to the Jersey Shore.
Oh, ridiculous.
No, but he did that. He did the thing in Vegas for like a month at like the Chippendales show.
He probably made bank doing that.
Must have,
Good
right?
for him, I guess.
Him, yeah. Paul, yeah, they all got rich off that show. Real rich, real quick.
Except for the situation.
Touche. I think he's bounced back, though.
Yeah, he was someone's bitch in jail.
Now, he went to one of those cushy prisons.
Still probably someone's bitch.
You think so? I think he went to one of the places where they play tennis and watch fucking TV in the day room and stuff. That's what I was saying before.
The Martha Stewart jail?
The Martha Stewart jail. I said this on the show like 6 weeks ago. I'm like, I want to go to that jail for like a month so I can take a month off from work.
Yeah.
It's probably more fucking laid back. It's probably less stress.
Yeah.
No, it probably still sucks. The food has to be terrible.
According to Ed, she made $138 million for her 4-year run at Planet Hollywood.
What? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Still not as much as Ed, but that's
now,
insane.
Is this true?
$138 million in 4 years. That's more than like anybody in professional sports, basically. Or close to it.
It's damn close, yeah.
Damn close. Like, who in the NFL gets paid that? Like, maybe Carson Wentz with his absurd contract? Like $30 million a year. Russell Wilson.
Mahomes will.
$30 million a year is only $120 million in 4 years.
Yeah, I know. But they're making 36, 38.
Right.
Yeah, some of the NBA guys make way more than that. But
really?
Is this true? Vic
let's hear it.
Sent this into us, and he says...
If it came through Pat O'Leary, it's probably not true.
Okay. Pat O'Leary was in a Jersey Shore episode.
I don't think that was true, no. if it is, please pull the clip up. But I will say Pat O'Leary could have his own reality show. They could follow
He's
him
a
around.
funny bastard. He's a really funny bastard.
They could just follow what he does on a daily basis on Facebook alone, and I think it would bring out like thousands and thousands of views.
Pat also says... I just want to say, Conor is coming off a fantasy championship in 2019.
Yes,
and Vegas has him as a heavy favorite to repeat. Kid won the regular season with the best record, also has the most points scored.
Yep, this is true.
I may or may not have been hired as his superfan.
Yes.
I will be harassing every opponent that comes his way. Sarno's grandma cannot hide.
You want to hear something?
What?
Speaking of Pat O'Leary, that's true. I did hire him. You want to have Pat as your ally because he will relentlessly harass anyone in the league.
And he's a big motherfucker, too. He could probably crack some skulls.
That, too. So that's why I went out there and hired him. But he did message this kid Sarno's grandmother on Facebook to let her know that he was going to beat his team that week. I wish I'll bring the thing up. I think I still have it on my phone to show you exactly what he said to her. It's like I know what clique your grandson Nick rolls with.
That's really
going
funny.
Down.
He's shit talking a grandma.
Hey man, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you do. I love it.
Hey,
can I hire him?
I think he's for hire. He doesn't charge much.
Pat, can I hire you to show up at my next year's draft? Just stand there next to me silently with your arms crossed. That's all I want.
and just pick on the teams.
Yeah.
Hopefully that works for me. I need to win again. I need the money.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just saying.
I got skunked in both my leagues this year, so
I know.
that's $300 out the window.
It is a lot of money when you think about it.
We're doing $150 each.
Yep. I did one. This league was $200. The other league I was in was $150. And then I'm in a pick'em. That's like $10 a week, so that's $170.
Yeah, Jesus.
You add that all up, it's like $500 real quick.
Wow.
That's you shell that out at the start of the season and hope you get some of it back at the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, thankfully I won a couple of years and it paid for the next like 4 years of doing it, 5 years of doing it.
Well, when you put it that way, last year I would think I won $1,500, $1,600.
Yeah,
so that's like 3 seasons of three.
You're good for
teams.
10 years in that one league.
Yeah, I'm good for a while.
Yeah.
And now this one I came in first and I won the points, which I think it's going to pay out like $400. So I'll take that. So I almost broke even. And then if I come in first, we'll be good. So that's interesting stuff. So good luck to me, right, Ben?
Good luck to you. I want you to win.
I appreciate that.
I don't, other than Pat, and now he's your ally. I don't know anyone else in your league, so obviously I'm pulling for you.
Touche.
Are the Twins in the league?
No, they are not.
All right.
Nope.
Not that I was going to cheer for them over you anyway. I like them, but I like you more.
I don't think we've had anyone on outside of Pat that's in the league.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to think. I don't think you would know anyone.
All right.
Nobody that's chiming in. Not that I can think of.
Oh, Ed Sullivan's not in your league?
Ed Sullivan could be in the league if he wanted to be, but he'd probably pull up like some optics. What is it called? Analytics.
Yeah.
And like with like a spreadsheet and know what points everyone was going to get and destroy everyone.
Ed probably has the Gray's Sports Almanac from Back to the Future too.
Ed could write the lines. Patriots -6. Patriots are +6 this week.
Are they?
Yeah, I was kind of surprised.
Really?
Yeah, they're picked to lose by 6.
Well, I guess I'm not surprised. Short week, staying in Los Angeles, and the Rams are good.
The Rams are good.
But the Rams are kind of like...
inconsistent.
They're like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Right.
You know, one week you're getting a buzzsaw of a team, the next week you're they're shitting all over themselves.
Right.
And Jared Goff's crapping in his shoes.
That's a very good point.
So
Sean McVay also was petrified of Bill Belichick in the Super
still
Bowl.
is.
You think he still is?
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about him. Like, Sean McVay might not be shell-shocked anymore. He might be more prepared this time. You saw that in the Super Bowl when he was like, "Oh, coach, it's a pleasure to meet you. You're a real genius."
I know, and then he blew him. It was weird.
Yeah, it was so weird, right? I pulled
do you do that?
I pulled that clip up the other day just to watch it again to see how weird it was. He was just telling him how awesome he was
it
for
was
like 30 seconds.
Bill,
Bill's like,
you're the
yeah.
best. You're the best.
Yeah, thank you so. Like, thanks for saying hi to me. I'm like, dude, take it easy, man.
Calm down, guy.
Bill's like, yeah, thanks. You guys did a lot of good things this year. Yeah, good job out there.
I'm about to crush you.
Yeah, see you next week. And then you saw the thing when he was walking down the sidelines. He's like, "Where's McVay? Where's McVay? Oh, he's at the 40." And like he just wanted to like line himself up
Just
with them.
watches them.
Right? You think he just wanted to intimidate him?
No. He's watching to figure out where you... Okay, let me give you the example.
Yep.
The Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks.
Yep.
When he's just watching Pete in that last couple of minutes, just watching Pete, figuring out what he's going to do, and he goes, "They're not calling a timeout here." So he knew what was going on just by watching Pete and figured it out and knew what they were going to try and run.
Right.
And that's why you get the Malcolm, go.
Yes.
Because he was just watching Pete. He knew, and he was like, "They're not calling timeout here. I know what they're doing."
Oh, because they didn't call a timeout.
He knew what they were
knew
doing.
it was going to be a throw because he figured if it was incomplete. So you think he thought that in depth about it to know that? Because if not, they had called a timeout
they had made that play call once previously in that season in similar type circumstances.
Yep.
And I think he just kind of go, "Yep, that's it."
Ernie Adams was up top too, watching with his binoculars.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that guy.
Dude, what? Ernie Adams is the man. He's a savage.
What do you want me to write pink stripes up here? You can feel like Ernie fucking Adams?
He knew that play was coming. He told Malcolm Butler way in advance to be ready for it, and then that's why Malcolm Butler knew. Why, you don't give any credit to Ernie Adams here?
I don't care. Like, we don't see this guy. Like, and I know the Patriots are doing this like mini doc about him. I get that.
Yep.
I do not give a shit.
No, I didn't know who he was until the original documentary from that year. What was that, 2014?
The Do Your Job?
The Do Your Job,
Yeah.
yeah. And then he was like, "Yep, I knew from this and this, from here, week 7, that they run this play with 42 seconds left."
Yeah.
So I give him credit. He's behind the scenes knowing random things.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
All right. Ben hates Ernie Adams.
I don't hate him. I just
under
don't.
The bus
I don't understand the fascination. I just don't get it.
People.
I guess it's like the mystery of what he does, but why does anyone care?
I don't know. Anything to help the team, right?
Sure. Aaron Hernandez helped the team.
He did for a short period of time.
And he murdered 3 people.
He did. But in the long run, he didn't help the team. He actually hurt them a lot because I think they wasted a lot of money on him.
Yeah.
If that's correct.
Well, they had just signed him to like a $50 million contract.
Yeah. So you kind of messed them up there. But for a short period of time, he definitely helped the team.
Oh, yeah.
For a couple of years.
He was fun to watch.
Substantially helped them. I know. I loved watching him. Yeah. Those were my favorite offenses were him and Gronk.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the best. They were unstoppable. When both of them played, it was so hard to stop them.
Yeah.
I wish that they could get that again. I don't think we'll ever see that again, though.
No, they kind of lucked into that because Hernandez was such a piece of shit that people knew.
Right.
You know,
he should have been like a first-round pick, right?
Pat, I know. You don't need to tell me the backstory. I know and I know where they met. It was Phillips Andover Academy.
Ernie Adams met.
Yeah, they've known each other since they were kids. I get that. I know the story. I just don't care.
2 huge brains met each other and then stayed together all the way that long.
I don't care.
Ben's not impressed, apparently.
I don't care.
All right, what were we saying?
Top 5 Christmas songs.
Top 5 Christmas songs. Right before that, no, we're talking about something right before that. I don't know. Now we're way off topic.
So, what's your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite Christmas song, "All I Want for Christmas" by Mariah Carey. That's everyone's favorite Christmas song.
That's not bad.
No, that's the most generic song ever, though. You know, speaking of making money, she makes $500,000 a year in royalties in the month of December every year.
I saw that the other day.
So she doesn't need to do anything ever again.
Yeah, well, she drinks that every December anyway.
Why, is she an alcoholic?
She's a lush.
Is she?
Yeah.
How do you know all this inside information?
I'm just throwing shit against the wall.
Is this a guess, or do you really think she is?
I look at her body and go,
alcohol.
I think you like the booze, lady.
Touche.
Yeah.
Didn't not Adam, I just got to call him Adam Sandler. Didn't Eminem say that in that song, Warning, too? Didn't he call her an alcoholic?
Maybe.
I think he did.
Maybe that's why I have that in my brain.
Right, that could be. You remember that song, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Body bagged her in that.
Yeah.
She made that song, the song originally.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Yeah, and then put a guy that looked like him in it, right?
Yeah.
And then he came out with that other one. I think in it, he talks about her being an alcoholic.
Yeah. It doesn't surprise me. Most of
Yeah.
those fucking people are. They're so bored with their lives. Like, they don't know what to do, and everything's catered to them. Like,
You think so?
they're just looking for some kind of escape at all times. Yeah, I really
Is
do.
that why a lot of people who are rich and famous do drugs?
Yeah. Access.
Yep.
But I think their lives are kind of boring.
Because you would think that their lives are exciting.
Yeah, but I think it kind of comes into this area where you're like, what? I can do anything, but nothing really excites me anymore because I can do anything.
That's very true.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, at that
like
point,
for our broke asses, like
Right.
we're like, oh shit, we get to go water skiing this weekend. Where they're like, yeah,
And
I'm gonna
for-
go on my yacht, I guess.
and for them, they've already done it, right?
Yeah.
Like, especially when you get to be as big as she is, it's like she's probably already done all that
you
shit.
talking
It's old.
physically or
No. Talking monetarily.
okay?
Once you get to that standpoint, it's like you've probably already done everything that you would think was super cool.
Yeah.
And then you don't need to do anything anymore because she's what, how old? Late 30s, early 40s?
Mariah?
Yeah.
Mariah's
40?
got to be close to 50, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's check it
She's
out.
been around forever, man.
That's very true. You're right. But I feel like, no, because I feel like in the 2000, she was like 20 something.
According to this, her net worth is between $300 and $520 million.
Holy shit.
She
dude.
is.
I would not have guessed it was that much. That is absurd.
She's either 50 or 51.
Oh, so she's a
according
little
to
bit older.
Wikipedia.
Dude, 300 to 500 million? I thought it was going to be like 30 to 50 million. I wonder
Well,
why.
no, I mean, think about it. She makes $500,000 every year.
Yep. But $500,000.
Every December.
$500,000
alone.
in 1 month is only $6 million a year.
No, I understand that.
Yep.
But that's we're talking about it being a guaranteed $500,000 every
just from
December
just
alone.
from that one song.
So if you think, residuals from albums and
Yep.
that ridiculous movie Glitter,
Why, was that a popular movie?
I think it did better than it should have done.
Yep.
But it was a giant piece of shit. I never saw it. I'm
But
just
she must have done
assuming.
something else, right?
She was married to like Tommy Mottola, like one of the high-powered record executives. I don't know why I just
okay.
stuttered there.
Yep.
And she
Because
probably
the-
got a fat
Yeah.
payout
yeah.
in that divorce,
Right.
I would imagine.
Because when you think about it, it's like she makes a ton of money, but to get to like that type of a threshold, like call it 400 million, it's like you got to be doing something,
Well,
right?
think about it. She was like the number one female artist for like 5 years in the middle of the 90s when
Right.
music was still a big deal and touring still brought in a ton of money and your
Right.
albums were still bringing in money. So I guess I believe it.
Yeah.
But net worth is always, I think it's always screwy and it's always kind of a little bullshit.
Well, on that one, it's a $200 million swing
yeah. Well, yeah.
between 300 and 500 million.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of a difference there.
It's a little bit different. My net worth is between $300 and $500.
Yeah.
No, I definitely have a negative net worth. Do you have a negative? No, you probably have a positive net worth, Ben.
I have a positive net
You have
worth.
equity in a home. You are a rich man.
I wouldn't say that.
You're one of the world's richest men. Did you know that?
I am. Yeah, I did.
Because I think it was like the top 10%. If you go in the world, it shows you how poor everyone in the world is.
Yeah.
$10,000 a year, you're like 10% richest in the world.
Yeah.
Obviously, $10,000 a year, you're one of the poorest.
Fuck you, poor people.
Yeah, you're one of the poorest people in the country, but when you look at it from the world, dude, I did that today. I got a new laptop, right? And I did the drop down, and it was like, what country are you in? There were so many countries on there. I'm like, I've never even heard of these, dude.
I
There
knew
were
that was
so
coming.
many of them, dude. It was like Maltvia, Malia, Mongolia. I knew
Moldova.
Mongolia. I knew Mongolia. There were some. I'm like, I can't even pronounce this.
Kazakhstan.
Yeah, literally stuff like that.
Kazakhstan. Here's a fun fact for you. Kazakhstan is
it close to Kazakhstan?
Yeah, but
Borat.
It's the that's where Borat is from.
It's from.
Strong air quotes. Kazakhstan, I believe, is the most landlocked country in the world. As in, it's farther from any ocean than any other country is.
Oh, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
That's an obscure fact.
It's a useless fact, but there you go.
There you go.
Enjoy, Connor.
Ben knows so many facts. Like I said, dude, you need to go on Jeopardy or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Who wants to be a millionaire?
Yes. R.I.P.
dead.
R.I.P. Regis Philbin.
R.I.P. Alex Trebek.
Alex Trebek too. Oh my goodness.
And they're still
R.I.P.
airing those episodes.
I know. That's kind of creepy. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. All right, so Christmas songs, whatever.
Christmas songs, whatever.
Silent Night's great.
Silent
Yeah, I like it.
Night.
I like it. Or Oh Holy Night. Those are fine.
Dominic the Donkey.
Eon.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah, it's so dumb.
I know. It's perfect for the show, though.
Yeah, it is. Especially
Dominic
when you're
the Donkey.
I'm going to probably do the stupid noise. What about Christmas movies?
Christmas movies. Oof.
Because you're kind of young.
I am.
You're a couple years younger than me.
When I was Home Alones. If you count those as Christmas movies.
Of course.
Yeah.
100%.
Then Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2. Home Alone 3 is when they take the big drop off. No more Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. That weird other kid.
Yeah, that weird other kid. Exactly. He just doesn't do it as well as they did. And then there was no Harry and Marv. There were different people.
Yeah.
Home Alone 1 and 2. Phenomenal.
One is much better than 2. Two I don't think is bad, but
good.
I think one's so much better.
Yeah, 1 was unbelievable. The first is always the best in all these things, I think. For
Typically.
the most part.
I mean, there's a couple of rare examples.
Like Hangover, I think it goes 1, 2, 3. The first is the best.
First is the best.
Second's okay. Third's not that good.
Second and third both suck.
Yeah.
They're just carbon copies of the first one.
Yeah, the first one was awesome.
Yeah.
The first one was hilarious.
We got into a fantastic fight on the Ash Holes the other day.
Yep.
And it's because our friend Ed hates Elf.
He hates Elf
because he hates Will Ferrell.
Does he he hates Will Ferrell? Ed, why do you hate Will Ferrell?
He doesn't think he's funny.
He's in a lot of good movies.
He doesn't think Will Ferrell's funny.
I don't think he's as funny as a lot of the other people, but I think he's in some pretty good stuff. I think Step Brothers was pretty funny.
Step Brothers is hilarious.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorites.
Step Brothers was a funny movie. He was really good in that. Ricky Bobby, those same two guys. I thought Ricky Bobby was really funny.
Talladega Nights.
Some of the scenes in that movie are hilarious. Yeah. One of the funniest scenes, I think, is when they're sitting at the dinner table. And it's like their other friends.
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
he's like, I went down to the river and threw Grandpa Chip's war medals in the ocean. Sounds like a good day.
I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
That was a good one. What else is he in? He's in a bunch of good stuff.
I like the other guys. Him and Mark Wahlberg as cops.
I've never seen that.
So fucking dumb. It's good.
It was dumb. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
The Rock's in it. Samuel Jackson's in it.
I feel like he's in a bunch of stuff, though. Not even just what we're saying.
I like most of his movies.
Me too.
I liked both Anchormans, although 2 is much worse than 1.
Anchorman was a good movie.
And I know I'm alone on an island on this one, and I'm okay with that, but I love Semi-Pro.
Semi-Pro is pretty good, dude.
So unbelievably dumb.
It's so dumb that it's kind of funny.
Love it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Pat O'Leary likes it, too. He'll go nuts with Semi-Pro. He trades one of the players for the washing machine.
For the washing machine, yeah.
Like, some of the stuff in these movies is so funny. Yeah, Will Ferrell is pretty good. Elf's a good movie.
I like Elf.
It's not in my top. It's not in the top for me though. It's like the Home Alones.
It would be in my top
there.
5, I think.
Yeah, maybe because I can't really think of many after the Home Alones.
So okay, I'll give you some.
Yep.
Muppet Christmas Carol. You haven't
Never seen it.
Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2.
Yep.
Fine.
Both.
Christmas Vacation. Wildly overrated.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I don't remember it.
A Christmas Story.
Christmas Story, I always liked that when I was a little kid.
That's the best.
Yeah, that was a good one. You'll shoot your eye out with the BB gun. They used to play it when you were a kid,
No, they
too.
still do.
They still do it?
24
Whatever
hours.
channel, 24 hours, yeah. So I used to watch it on Christmas Eve all the time.
Oh, yeah. That's an all-timer. It's a classic. I absolutely love that movie.
Yeah, Christmas Story is a classic.
And then there's the old ones that I think are insufferable.
Yep.
Miracle on 34th Street. It's
Never
a Wonderful
seen it.
Life.
It's a Wonderful Life, so old. That's from like 1934.
I don't like them.
Yeah,
they're classics. Yeah, whatever. Blah blah blah. I don't care for them.
Christmas with the Cranks. Did you watch that?
No.
That one wasn't
The
bad.
Santa Claus.
The Santa Claus I liked when I was a kid. Santa Claus.
That's not bad. The first one's not bad.
The first one's not bad.
Yeah.
Fred
Claus.
They get worse as
with
they go on.
Vince Vaughn.
No, I never seen it. Terrible.
Yeah, I'm sure it was
Probably.
god awful.
There's so many movies out there where they have these big people with these big budgets, and you know they're going to be horrible.
Yeah,
like those type of movies, I wouldn't even bother watching. Like this movie looks terrible. Like I don't know a single movie that's in the theater right now. Do you?
No,
I can't think of anything that I would go see.
No,
and obviously
Wonder Woman 1984 is that in the theater?
I don't know.
That would probably be the only one I'd even heard of, but I never even saw the first one.
There's these massive productions, and I've never heard of a single movie. There has to be 20, 30 movies airing right now, right?
Yep, I don't know.
I can't think of a single one.
No, I mean, this is really... here's another one. Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. I remember that one,
I remember seeing it in the theater. Didn't like it.
Yeah, it was all right. When I was a kid, I liked it, but I've watched it more recently, and I'm like, it's kind of a kid's movie. But it wasn't bad. He goes and gets the doll, and he has to go through all the hoops, and then at the very end, the wife's like, I wonder what you got for me. If you went to this extreme.
Yeah.
What else?
He got her something battery powered.
So was the doll, I think. Oh, no, he didn't get the doll in the end because he was actually him.
Oh, he was dressed up as him.
Dressed as him, the kid's like, I don't need this.
I don't think I've ever seen it since I saw it in the theater when I was like 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of any other ones.
Any other Christmas movies?
No. I don't know.
I can't either.
There's so many out there.
I mean, there's a million of them. Home for the Holidays and all this stupid shit.
Home for the Holidays. I saw that.
Yeah,
the kid tries to make it home and he does a bunch of random stuff and it's, I don't know, it wasn't very good.
Sure.
Yeah,
why not? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Most of them suck, though.
Yeah. We're really in the Christmas spirit here.
What did you ask Santa for Christmas this year?
Clothes. I don't know.
Me too.
Right?
What the fuck?
I don't know what to add. There's nothing I really want. What do I need? You know
Thank you.
Yes. I'm a man of simple means.
I found the schism between Pat and myself.
Yep.
I like Pat. I adore Pat. I find him hilarious. But I have to disagree with you, buddy.
What's he saying?
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Die Hard, dude. Touche. It's only because it takes place.
Thank you.
At Christmas. Outside of it, there's nothing Christmas with it. If we're considering Die Hard a Christmas movie, that's in top 5 for sure.
Yeah,
Die Hard's
so is Lethal Weapon.
I've never seen Lethal Weapon.
Then that's a Christmas movie too.
Why? It takes place at Christmas?
Yeah.
Because the thing in Die Hard...
First scene is at a Christmas tree place.
That's the thing with Die Hard. It's a Christmas... it's a Christmas party where it all takes place for the first 10 minutes. And then from there, it's just a fucking action movie.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
What was the name of the building?
Bruce Willis is the man. I don't remember.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah.
Wow. Is it a real building?
It's the 20th Century Fox building. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a real building.
Where was it? In L.A.?
Yeah.
That's where it took place, right?
Yeah, it was under construction at the time, I believe.
Yep. And then there was the, what's the guy's name? He's the cop in Family Matters.
Reginald Vell Johnson?
Yes. He was in it.
Yeah, he was the
cop.
dad in Family Matters.
The dad in Family Matters. And he's a cop in that show, and then he's a cop in this, too.
Die Hard was first.
Die Hard was first, really?
Mm-hmm. Well, he filmed Die Hard before Family Matters ever came out.
Jeez, good for him. Yeah, he throws the body out the window onto the car.
Yeah.
He's trying to leave.
And then Argyle's in the limo in the thing trying to Mac chicks on the cell phone from 1988.
Yeah, I remember that. With that Zach Morris phone.
And his name is Argyle.
I remember that, yeah. The Saved by the Bell, Zach Morris. You know they made another Saved by the Bell. It's horrendous.
Is it already out?
It's already out. I watched the first 10 minutes of it. It was terrible.
So it has no Screech?
No, it's just the kids.
And it has no Lisa Turtle either, right?
I don't think it did, no.
Vark Voorhees?
Yeah, it was just...
Why do I know these things?
I don't know.
It's fucking ridiculous.
That is. You know all this stuff, though. That's why you got to go on one of these shows, man, and put this knowledge that you have to good use.
I'm wasting away.
Right.
No, I'm not surprised that it's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. Saved by the Bell, and I loved it too.
You're right.
It was fucking horrible.
Yeah, I mean, atrocious. A lot of those 90s shows weren't that
so
good.
bad.
Boy Meets World was a good show, though. I like Boy Meets World. It's a great show.
When a crime breaks out, all the good girls shout, go get the good-looking guy.
Eric Matthews, man. That kid is a fucking character,
And then he went on to be the voice of Batman in the cartoon Batman Beyond.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Because I never thought he did anything again.
He did that for 10 years.
Wow. So he stayed very relevant.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, at least behind the scenes, he kept getting a check, right?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eric Matthews.
And he was on Boy Meets World for 8 years or whatever it was.
Right. That show still airs
By the way,
Disney Plus.
I'm not Team Topanga.
No?
No.
What does Topanga do now?
Girl Meets World?
Girl Meets World. Oh, yeah. I forgot that's a thing.
I always preferred the girl that he...
And the ski slopes?
Yes. Yes. She was the best.
I remember her too. I know. Wow. So he should have stayed with her.
Yeah.
If only we knew what would have happened.
She ended up making Grandma's Boy.
Touche.
Which I love.
Grandma's Boy was a great movie.
And she was Velma in the Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You see, you never know. Now, you know all these things, though. Again, this is why you got to go on these things where they ask these types of questions. what did this person do after?
Yeah, you asked me
Like, oh, they were Velma.
if you start asking me questions like, this train left Boston going 45 miles an hour headed to Pittsburgh.
No,
this other train left Chicago. I can't fucking do it.
They don't ask those things, though. That's like a word problem at
I
school
can't
when
do
you're in like
this.
7th grade.
I'm like, who gives a shit?
That's what dude, yeah, school, that stuff was so useless. Like
'Cause
those word problems.
I one time answered one of the stupid train questions. I was like, whatever your answer is wrong because the trains are going to be late. And she gave me a half point on it.
That's actually pretty good.
Because she was like, it was clever.
It's pretty
I was like,
clever.
it wasn't really that clever. I stole it from someone else, but
And it's not totally wrong.
yeah. Oh, and she was in Freaks and Geeks too,
Freaks and Geeks,
which
wow.
ran for 1 year.
Nice.
I've never seen it, but it's highly, it's pretty popular with the people that did see it.
Nice.
One of those shows. Yeah.
Touche.
That's the show that brought us James Franco, Seth Rogen,
Jeez.
Jason Segel.
Really?
Yeah.
James Franco, Seth Rogen, then they went on to do things like Family Guy, right? Isn't
What?
that him?
No.
James Franco?
No.
Who does Family Guy then?
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth Rogen and
No, I know who Seth Rogen is, yeah. I
Yeah.
always think James
Stupid
Franco
laugh.
is
They
Seth
were in
MacFarlane.
Pineapple Express. together?
Pineapple Express, yep. I remember that now, yep.
Yeah.
I remember Seth Rogen. He's in a bunch of stuff.
Jason Segel was the Marshall from How I Met Your Mother.
Yep.
Played-
I know that guy. Yep.
Played high school basketball with the Collins twins.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice.
His nickname was Dr. Duncanstein.
Well, he can dunk?
Yeah.
How tall is that guy?
6'4", 6'3"?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
He could
I guess
apparently
that-
fucking throw down.
Yeah, apparently, because most people with 6'3" can't dunk.
Yeah. Oh, this is what I want to get back to before we go. I'm glad you asked this, Vic, because this
Yep.
is kind of where I was going anywhere. Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell,
Yep.
Topanga from Boy Meets World,
Yep.
or Kimberly, the Pink Ranger from Power Rangers. I know my answer.
I think Pat asked me this one way back in the day. I'm going Kelly Kapowski all day.
All-timer,
Kelly Kapowski
right?
was the best, dude.
All-timer.
100%. Kelly Kapowski, man, was a legend. She was everyone's first crush, right?
She was up there for me.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Topanga was hot, but Kelly Kapowski was next level.
It was, I'll give you my two.
Yep.
It was Kelly Kapowski
Yep.
and Yasmin Bleeth.
Where's she from?
Baywatch.
Oh,
She
shit.
was the
okay.
brunette chick.
Yep. I was too young for Baywatch. I never really watched Baywatch.
It was a
missed out on it.
horrible show.
Was it?
It's an atrocious show. It is so unbelievably bad. The acting is terrible. The writing is terrible. Everything
Yep.
about it is terrible, except for you have these beautiful women with gigantic breasts running around in slow motion. That's the show.
So then
and it was the number one show in the world.
Yeah. So it transcended to number one immediately.
It took a little while
Yeah.
once Pam joined the cast.
Yeah, Pamela Anderson.
She wasn't an OG. She was originally in what's Tool Time?
Oh,
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement, really?
Yeah, she was on the show Tool Time in Home Improvement.
Touche. All right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to get their start somewhere.
They do.
We're getting our start here on Conor Commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Does this mean the show's over? Do I have to run back and go press buttons again?
I guess so at some point. Do you have anything you want to add before you do?
No.
Do you have any words of inspiration? Any Christmas words?
Let me ask you a question.
Yep.
So, I asked you, what do you want for Christmas? What do you ask for Christmas? And you said clothes, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing for me. I just said, yeah, I guess.
Right.
And I was like, I don't want anything. I don't really need anything, blah,
Yep.
blah, 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 blah.
I agree.
And so my girl's been up my ass about this.
Yep.
Like, tell me what you want for Christmas. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I keep looking through all these lists.
Yep.
Gifts for men. Gifts for your boyfriend.
Google. Gifts for men.
Oh, Google
Yeah.
thinks I'm gay. Gifts for the guy who has everything in their life. Gifts for the guy who wants nothing. And it's all shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm still stuck.
It's
I've
all-
looked
it's-
at
it's all
500 things. I don't
gadgets.
know what to get.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, a milk frother. Like, who cares? I don't want that.
A blender.
Yeah. Like,
It's like that store. There used to be that store at the mall that had all that weird, like,
Sharper Image?
Sharper Image. Was that it? Like electronic type things?
Yeah.
But it's like nobody needs any of this stuff.
no.
But I guess you could go there and find something that you don't need and kind
Can
of
I go to the
somewhat
mall?
maybe want.
Are the malls open?
Salem, New Hampshire, man, probably.
Yeah, baby. I
Up here,
love New Hampshire.
Up here in New Hampshire,
I don't even
definitely.
live
You can
here,
walk
and I
right. You
love
can
it.
walk right in. I'm sure.
Yeah, I
Go
buy.
check
I
it
do
out. See what you
all my
want.
Christmas shopping in New Hampshire.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I just went
Avoid
the other
tax.
day.
Avoid taxes.
Yeah, I saved like $40 the other day.
Literally, yeah.
It was fantastic.
6.25% is a lot of money over the when you add.
Is that
all
what it
up.
is?
Yeah, 6.25.
Can't buy a car there because I live in Mass. But
Yeah, because then they'll screw you when you try and it goes by where you register it.
yeah, I'll just come to you.
Come to me.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. I would rather have you get the commission than some other douche.
Right.
I'd rather this
Some
douche
other
get it.
asshole in the business.
All right.
All right.
Goodbye. I'm going back to my hole.
Nothing else to add?
No.
All right.
You had a question?
No, not really.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well,
All right.
Then bye.
Ben has to go back and push buttons from the other side. Do you need your laptop to do this? No, he doesn't. He doesn't need his laptop. I will add that we have 2 more episodes until Christmas, so we'll save our Christmas speech until then.
Okay. Our Christmas speech?
Or whatever, our Christmas, I was going to say condolences, but that's not the right word. Christmas wishes, is that the right word? That's the right word.
Sure.
Our Christmas wishes until then.
Christmas wish list.
Wish list. Condolences is when someone dies. All right, guys, see you next week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Cafe, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.